You keep asking God why you feel so distant from the people and places you once loved, why your circle is shrinking, why familiar environments suddenly feel foreign. But what if I told you this disconnection isn't random? It's divine. This isn't rejection, it's redirection. God is separating you because He's preparing you, and the people who were once good for where you were may be a danger to where you're going. Elevation requires separation, and before God promotes you, He isolates you. That silence you feel, that space you hate, that loneliness that feels like punishment, it's actually a hidden sanctuary where God can speak to you without interference. He pulled Abraham away from everything familiar before showing him the promised land. He led Moses into the wilderness before giving him the assignment to lead. Even Jesus withdrew to lonely places before releasing miracles. The wilderness isn't the absence of God, it's where He fine-tunes your ears to hear Him clearly. You're not being abandoned, you're being aligned. He's removing counterfeit comfort so you can learn to lean fully on Him. Some people you lost weren't just lost, they were removed. Not everyone can breathe the air at the next level, and some connections carry spiritual contamination you can't afford in this season. Romans 8:28 says all things work together for the good of those who love God, even the lonely nights, even the unanswered calls, even the silent treatments that broke your heart. What feels like betrayal might actually be protection. What feels like a closed door could be God's way of shielding you from a room that would have suffocated your calling. Don't confuse the pruning for punishment. He's cutting back the branches because He sees the fruit that's coming. John 15:2 says He prunes every branch that bears fruit so it will bear even more. You think you're losing, but heaven sees you multiplying. The shaking, the shifting, the solitude, it's all divine strategy. You asked God to use you, but He's not going to pour something holy into a vessel still entangled in the familiar. He's not going to release destiny while you're still trying to drag dead weight. And here's the truth. Some of what He's removing, you would have never let go of on your own, so He allowed discomfort to do the separating for you. You prayed for breakthrough, but He had to break off attachments first. You asked for clarity, so He removed the noise. You asked for purpose, so He exposed the distractions. If it left, it wasn't meant to stay. If it walked away, let it go, because nothing God ordains for you will require manipulation to keep. This is the sacred part of growth that no one talks about, the private pruning before the public release. And if you're in that hidden place right now, know this: you're not buried, you're planted. And the roots God is growing in you during this isolation are going to sustain you in the weight of the blessing you've been asking for. So stop chasing what He cut. Stop reopening doors He locked. Stop crying over what He's already released you from. Don't resist the separation, respect it. Because what feels like loss is actually positioning, and what looks like a delay is actually divine preparation. You're not being punished, you're being set apart. You're not being pushed away, you're being pulled closer. This is the quiet before the breakthrough, the fire before the gold, the space before the sending. And if you surrender to this process, you won't just survive it, you'll be transformed by it. So breathe, let go, and trust that this separation is sacred, because it's the beginning of something far greater than what you're leaving behind.